Suggestion taken. Matter of fact, sorry about that.
I would also
Right.
like to second that opinion.
Matter of fact, what happened is that they were trying to even cut it down, and we had to do something about it because it was a lot closer, right? But we do understand, and that's taken into consideration there, so we can discuss that later on. If there's any major changes, probably today is Tuesday, we can share that with you before the end of the week. Thank you so much, Ms. Carlo.
You're welcome. Even to continue. So we have October, we have November still for this term. So if we're doing like the first part of it, it can go for October month end, and then the second part, the quarterfinals, right, go for November month end. So we have to get time. So this time frame is really too short for teachers to work with, truly, right? But as I said, I'm waiting to hear what other teachers are saying.
I think so far I've seen one person says that they agree, and one person says that they agree with that.
Can I make a contribution?
Sure.
My name is Vishma Sukhdev. I am from El Dorado South Hindu School. And during this time also is remember we are Hindu school, so we take part in a lot of Diwali activities. So I think also the time is very short for the children to be prepared, because we also have our enrollment we want to have enrollment for a new batch of children on October month. So it's a lot of work to put in, and I think we should have it spaced out as the teacher would have suggested. It will be easier for the kids because they remember they also doing weekly tests. Then they have end of term tests to prepare for, and they involve in other activities, other curriculum, other outside activities like swimming and art and chess and those kind of things. So maybe if it's spread out, it will make more sense for the children, so that they will be able to get the opportunity to take part in the competition and also handle the other workload that they have to see about.
Okay, thank you so much. Point taken. There are also competition, football and whatnot. Okay, right, good. So we have that noted, and as I said, what we can do is to give you an answer on that by Friday. Is what it is. As some of those things. So that's not a problem at all. Point taken there. Any other questions? Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. So what happened is that I agree with the point taken considering time, because it's kids, so we need to give them a little time to sink in all the information and all that we have to do. However, I would like to find out one thing. This is to give an answer to our district, which is St. Patrick, is that we did not do our enrollment last term, and our enrollment will be happening soon. But you said that the kids have to be enrolled. So what will happen there? We will have to do a fast enrollment or something like that?
I want to believe so, yes. What I can do, this is St. Patrick,
Yes.
so I can probably have a discussion with either the youth director or the youth advisor and see what can be put in place prior to the start of it. Because if we are saying now that we're going to look at the end of October, hopefully you have sufficient amount of time between now and the end of October for enrollment.
Yes, sir, that will work. Thank you.
All right, so we have. Anybody else?
Hi, good afternoon again. This is Ms. James from St. Gabriel's. We are in a similar situation of students to be enrolled. So I don't know if it's different for St. Patrick as opposed to Victoria. So just if we too have to do a quick enrollment to be a part of the quiz.
Yes, but it is stipulated, yes, that again that the members and the competitors should be enrolled youthly. So yes, again, we can discuss that and have that there. Southeastern District, and we would need to do an enrollment as well. All right, Southeastern, we have you. So there are a couple of schools that need to do enrollment. I'm not too sure if Daniela is here at this present time. I know that she was running a bit late. So if she is here, hopefully she's taking note also. And again, we can discuss this as soon as possible. So how we can liaise with you all to make sure that again the kids are all enrolled, and even if they don't have their white and black, that again they can use if they have a red cross, a red jersey, or a red cross jersey, or whatever color jersey or that you're using in the interim, that can work for now. Northeastern also. Right. Question though, was there a particular reason as to why most of those areas haven't been the kids haven't been enrolled?
Mr.
Because of the unavailability of uniforms. Because Victoria, we had an enrollment, but a lot of the schools could not get enrolled because they did not get uniforms. There was some misunderstanding with uniforms and the availability of it. So I don't know if that's the same with the other districts, but it happened with us in Victoria.
Yes, that is the thing.
Sorry.
I was just agreeing that yes, that is the reason why our students weren't enrolled. There was no uniform, and they now have.
Our school also at El Dorado South Hindu, we did do our enrollment last term because they had no uniforms available. So that is why we put it off for this term in October month. So that is why we haven't done our enrollment as yet because of the availability of the uniforms.
Right. So St. Patrick Education District was the same issue. We had carried an enrollment for last term, and because of the uniforms, at the last youth executive meeting, they had suggested somebody come to do Bradford's the smallest uniform in Bradford's, which is the place to go and get the uniform now. The smallest uniform is still very big for the children in primary school. So the issue of putting off the whole enrollment was because of the uniform. We even tried to do an enrollment this term. We didn't quite follow through with that, but when we looked at uniforms again this term, it was the same problem again. At the youth executive, it was discussed the possibility of one of Bradford's, whoever does the measuring, to come into the district, but we didn't hear anything further to that conversation again. So the main reason we're not having our enrollment for this term so far is because of the non-availability of the uniforms. And the uniform changed, right? So it is no longer black and white with red ribbon around now. It's a lot of red and different armbands and whatnot. So we don't want the children to go in a big expense to do uniform and then it's not the updated uniform. Because we were told at the meeting, if we have any event, try to use children with the very new updated uniform and not too much the older uniform. That was told to us.
Okay. So I will probably have a discussion. The size are too large. Okay. Oh, that's something we should look at. So I'll take a note of that also. Right. And probably have a discussion going forward with the stakeholder on the size of the uniform. All right. Anything else, folks?
Mr. Ford, excuse me, I just had my hands up.
Okay.
This is Mrs. Superville from Port of Spain.
Yes, Ms.
Port of
Walker.
Spain is also having its enrollment this term. So traditionally for Port of Spain, we have enrollment twice in a year, once in May, once in November. However, what I would like to ask you is this PowerPoint that you're showing us here, will it be available to us so that when we have our patrons meeting, we'll have the information to share with the other patrons who are not in this current meeting? Thank you.
that shouldn't be a problem. Work with a flash drive. You live in next door, so work with a flash drive.
Thank you.
No problem at all. Right. Any other?
Can the PowerPoint be available to other participants as well who are not living nearby?
Yes. Once you come, we could organize something probably through Daniela. So I can give my fashion. She has this already. So all she needs to do is to share it with you all in with a form and fashion. So probably do not need a flash drive. She can probably just send it to
Email. Yeah.
yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes. And she does make a request to Daniela. So we'll take it from there.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm from the El Socorro Central Government Primary School.
Zikuro Primary School. I didn't hear contribution. You broke up slightly.
Hello?
Yeah, Eldorado. Yes, sorry. Zikuro, I didn't hear your contribution. Sorry.
Hello?
Hello, yes, I hear you now. Go ahead.
I'm saying I'm gathering that the children must be enrolled in order to take part in competition.
Yes.
Oh.
It's
My students in my school are not enrolled, but some have passed the SCA.
yes. So if you look on I think I'm showing it here. There are two things in which we ask for that the links again. There must be one financially up to date on all of their yearly dues. I think that's one part of it there. All teams, of course, will be tested in the following year of that, and competitors must be an active enrolled member of the school's Youth Red Cross link. That also ensure that on the day in question, you don't bring in some superhero to beat everybody. All right. So again, they're just making sure that if you have a superhero there, he or she belongs to the Red Cross link. All right. So please, let's see how we can get all the schools and the members of their enrollment before. All right. So I have it noted, and I'm going to share that as early as, if not this evening, but tomorrow morning, with the relevant persons, and then put a system in place for that.
Thank you so much.
That's not a problem at all. Any other?
Yes, good afternoon, Margaret Dominique from Northeast Sun. The cost of financial members, the links again, what's it cost? I know it was $20 and then it had moved to $100 per year. Is it still 100 or did we go back to 20?
That information I'm not going to say. I don't know, Ms. Carlow. Do you have an answer there?
How much information I have?
As far as I know, it was 100 a year at our last patrons conference.
All right. Okay. So Northeastern, you got the answer?
I missed the answer.
Marva, as much as I wish it was $20, but it's 100.
It was 20 and it had gone to 100. So I'm just trying to clarify if that was like during COVID, it had gone up. So I thought it dropped, but it's still 100. Thanks a lot.
Most welcome. Thanks again, Ms. Carlow. All right.
Making emails, but he's the presenter. They just ask him to present according to it. It's for the competition, the Red Cross competition. But all links must be enrolled to enter the competition.
Please be mindful, your mic is on.
Any other question?
Sorry.
Do we have any other questions? Anything at all? folks, I just want to say thank you all so much for your time and for your energy and for participating. It shows that there's a vested interest of the patrons and they, along with not only the school, but of course the kids in the school. We appreciate that very, very much. You know, we have been looking at a couple of stuff there. And I mean, I joined the Red Cross in Links the age of 8 years, 2,000 years ago. Just to give you an idea on how old I am. But besides that, I've actually grown in the Red Cross and I've seen what the Red Cross can do. I've known that a lot of persons who from the links became doctors and nurses and lawyers and all different kind of things. And many of them in the medical field simply because of a situation like this, being exposed to being a first aider. I was talking to someone recently and they told me, well, they were giving me a story because they were older than me, so they were more than 2,000 years. And they were sharing with me, you know, the fact that, you know, we used to carry this and that. And it was such an excitement, especially during the lunchtime period. And there's a walk around the school. And if there's an injury and this, and they would run. And they were excited. So even at that age, over 2000, they were still excited about, you know, being in the Red Cross in those days as a young person, really and truly. And even now, they can talk about the experience. So I had another situation when somebody said, we were in the Red Cross also. And what I'm doing here today, because there was an emergency situation, I learned all of this